Hey, my name's Stephanie, and today we're going to talk about regrets you have after decluttering things, such as your closet. Recently, I decluttered my closet and made it into something that is more like a capsule wardrobe all throughout the year, and I was really proud of that, especially because I have been such a hoarder when it comes to clothes and shoes and handbags. It's really cool that I have a minimal closet that I don't feel so overwhelmed with, and works throughout the year until it didn't. Right now, I am definitely not liking, even sort of hating my minimalist closet right now. And I feel like that's something that a lot of minimalist YouTubers and bloggers don't talk about. In most instances, they make it sound like once you minimize your closet, once you have a wardrobe that is considered like a capsule wardrobe, everything just falls into place and you don't really have to worry about it anymore. You can take pieces out and add ones in according to the season and all that, but otherwise they're like, you're done. But I have experienced the complete opposite of that, and I can't be the only one. I cannot be the only one who has experienced this of remorse on certain things that I have now decluttered and I can't get back. For a couple months now, not a couple months, I would say a couple weeks, I just have not liked my closet. I haven't liked the things that I've been wearing, and it's been affecting my self-esteem and just confidence. And yeah, I just finally got fed up with it. I was like, okay, I need to figure out how to rework my minimalist closet without having to buy a bunch of stuff again and breaking that cycle and feeling like I have failed minimalism when it comes to clothes. I actually came up with like a three-step system, a three-step process in order to help me kind of still maintain a minimalist closet, but rework it and actually like my closet again. And it's still a process, and sorry, Owen wants to be in the camera shot. But yeah, it's still a process, but I am starting to like my closet again, and I actually have sorry. Owen. I wanted to keep the process really simple because, well, I have ADD, and overcomplicating things, I just kind of give up in the middle of them and then they never get done, really. I got down to 3 steps, that's all. And hopefully these steps help you too, because I cannot be the only person who's experienced this of like hating your minimalist closet and feeling like you have to start all over again, which you don't really have to, and you don't have to buy a bunch of new stuff and feel like, well, minimalism wasn't for me, so I'm just gonna hoard a bunch of stuff again. You don't have to do those 2 extremes. And I put them on my phone. So the first one that I did was to identify the things that I needed the most. These are needs and not wants. For me, that is definitely winter clothes, sweaters and winter boots and mittens, just like things like that. I just don't have anymore because we had moved to a warmer climate that doesn't really have a winter, so I decluttered those things. I donated them. And then we moved again and we're back to a place that does have a winter, but it's a lot more milder than a Michigan winter. But I still need like sweaters and like a winter coat. So those are considered my needs because I need a winter coat. I need winter shoes. Otherwise, I'm not gonna have a great time once winter does finally hit here. And I feel like that's a really good line to draw for yourself between a need and a want. Say, for example, you say, okay, well, I have a prom coming up or a wedding coming up, whatever, like a really special occasion. That is more, I feel like, a want, unless you do want an outfit that you wear to all special occasions. Then it's a little different. But if you're just someone who's saying, okay, I need something for a one-time special occasion, I feel like that doesn't really apply to a needs-based sort of thing, if that makes sense. When I identified all of the needs that I needed back in my closet, I actually made a list of them. And it's something that doesn't have to be super overly complicated. It can be something that you keep on your phone, a list that you make in your bullet journal. I do bullet journaling. It can even just be a random sticky note that you put on your desk. It's just something that you can see visually, and get it out of your head so you remember. I'm sorry for all the random background noise. My cats are just like scratching on things and running around, of course, while I'm trying to film, but the rest of the time they've been napping and been really good. So I apologize for that. From there, the second step is essentially reaffirming your lifestyle decisions. In my previous video where I talked about how I made my minimalist wardrobe, I actually talked about the different lifestyle, I guess you could say, habits or categories that I have, including I like going out and camping and hiking, so I need to accommodate for that. I don't have to worry about a strict dress code when it comes to working, so I don't have to worry about that sort of thing. And this is going to be different for you. You might need more work clothes or like school appropriate clothes. That's what I mean by lifestyle habits. And it's good to have to categorize it and figure out the most important ones to you and to your life, your schedule, your routine. Because otherwise you're just gonna have this old jumbled closet that you just do not like whatsoever. And it's good every couple months to reaffirm these are still the lifestyle habits that you have. When I looked at my own, I realized, wow, mine have actually changed quite a bit because of my move. Since we now live somewhere where going outdoors and hiking and camping and skiing and all that stuff is much more accessible, I find myself doing those things more often. So now I need to have a wardrobe that accommodates more for that. Whereas I also am not going to be working. I'm actually going to be doing a coding boot camp soon where, yes, I have to look decent on camera with my mentor or on video, but I can still wear pajama bottoms like I am right now doing this video. So my lifestyle habits have changed. And that means the closet that I had, that I brought with me when we moved, that's why it's really not working out either. And then from those two steps, figuring out your needs, your lifestyle changes, is the fun part, and that's acquiring the items. For me, there is actually a kind of needs-based priority to that, and that is first and foremost doing secondhand and thrifted shopping for what you need. It's usually going to be cheaper depending on where you are and what you're looking for. And from there, I'll shop independently owned businesses that I really like online. I'll also try to look at if any of the sustainable companies with free trade cotton and all that are having sales. Lowest on that priority shopping list tends to be shops with final clearances. So things that this is the last sale that they're going to have with these items. Otherwise, whatever they have left of that, they're either going to hopefully give back to the company, or unfortunately a lot of it's just going to go to the landfill. So my highest priority through that list is thrifting and secondhand first off. And I do not recommend trying to replenish your wardrobe with fast fashion. So places like Forever 21 and H&M, places like that, I just do not recommend because of their environmental impact, the borderline slave labor that they use to make their items, and just overall the quality versus the price. It can be really tempting with the really cheap things, but they're cheap for a reason, and honestly you're going to more often than not find better items when you are thrifting. Over the past few months, that's what I've been doing, of figuring out what I need the most, reaffirming lifestyle changes, and then just getting the thing that I need. It has been a slower process, and I'm okay with that, just because I haven't really needed them immediately in my life. I haven't needed a winter coat immediately, but I know I'm gonna need it soon. I'm starting to actually like my closet again. With that said, make sure that you are still scheduling times to go through your closet and pretty much declutter things that you just do not like whatsoever, even after re-implementing things, like adding new things, and you're just like, why am I still keeping this? Like, why do I still have this t-shirt or this dress or whatever? Like, I just need it out of my life. Then do that, because you still don't want to fall back into that trap of getting new stuff for your wardrobe and then keeping all this stuff and adding more and more and more, and then you're back to square one of this hoarder closet. That's not the point of this. The point is to rework a minimalist closet when you've just fallen out of love with it, but still maintaining it as a minimalist closet. There's still some work with it. We all go through the same minimalist closet frustrations, or minimalist frustrations in general, and those shouldn't be a roadblock for you. They should just be something that you overcome and can get past. And there are certainly ways to do that that aren't overcomplicated and are pretty simple, like the tips that I hopefully provided in this video. Anyway, I will see you next time, and if you did like this video, you could subscribe. No pressure. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye guys.